He was only just 16. He turned 16 in the March and died the month later. Yeah, there does need to be more focus on taking drugs and driving, because I think a lot of people think, drink driving's illegal, shouldn't do that. But I don't think they think the same about drugs, because so many people just smoke cannabis as part of their life. I bet you lots of people don't even know that it has an effect, or they just think it doesn't affect me. But until it's too late, you don't know whether it's going to affect you, which in turn affects other people and has that whole ripple effect of devastation. I bought him his moped 4 days prior. I didn't want to buy him a moped, but I knew that his dad would have bought it for him. And as he'd lost his dad only 4 months before, he said, "Mum, you know, I want a moped for my birthday." And I thought, I couldn't say no. Now, he was the kind of kid that came in on time. It was really unusual for him to come home late. I had a phone call from his girlfriend's dad. And he phoned me and he said, "There's been an accident involving a bike on the ring road." And his girlfriend was tracking Daniel on a tracking system on her phone and tracked Dan to the accident location. It's a bit of a blur, you know, when something really bad happens, everything blurs into one. Somebody came down and said that somebody from the police would be down to talk to me. I saw them walking down the hill and I said, "Is it Dan?" They said yes. I said, "Is he dead?" And they said yes. And I'm just walking around. Looking back on it, it was shock. I just remember the ring road empty, flashing lights. Dan was just led on the road with a white sheet up to here. And I just touched his face. I put my hands each side of his face like this. And I held his face and I just said, "Dan, what's happened?" And in my mind, I was thinking, "You're not there anymore. You've gone. You've gone somewhere else." But in my head, I thought he's gone to be with his dad. His dad needed him. I think he would have gone on to have a good future. I think he would have done really well. Even his headmaster at the funeral said he was going places. Dan had his whole life ahead of him. You know, I will never know what Dan's future would have been like. He will never get married. He will never have my grandchildren, his children. I will never know whether he went on to be the person that I imagined he probably would. Some days, I would say I'm completely okay. Dan is always in my mind. I think of him a lot. Other days, it's a sadness. And that sadness is sadder than any sad that you'll ever feel.